Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. Huge slate today. We got 14 matchups on this NHL slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and join my private premium Discord in the link in the description. Posting all my plays in there from now on that I am running every day. Parlay, single bets, prop bets, whatever, teasers. And so yeah, love to have you guys be part of that community in there. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Didn't have hockey yesterday, so full NHL slate today. So a lot of action. Starting with the Boston Bruins versus the Florida Panthers. Bruins opening up as a slight road favorite at -115. Florida -105 with the over-under at 6. Bruins coming into this matchup 13-1-3. Florida 12-5-1. Head-to-head, Florida 2-0-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Boston coming off a tough Tampa Bay loss. They beat Florida 3-2 in their last head-to-head meeting. Florida coming off a big Edmonton win. Both teams playing great. Two of some of the best teams in the league right now. Boston, they're really good on the road. 16-4 on the road here. Florida 6-0 at home right now. They've played very well at home. 7-1 in their last 8. Yeah, I mean, this is a very good, very tough one here. These teams played each other very close in the last game. And I think I'm going to have to take a shot with Florida +1.5 at home. I think we're going to get another battle here. Could have won that last head-to-head meeting. I'll take the Panthers +1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Buffalo Sabres versus the Washington Capitals. Washington opening up as home favorites at -130. Buffalo +110 with the over-under at 6.5. Buffalo coming into this matchup 8-9-1. Washington 9-4-2. Head-to-head, Washington 7-2-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Buffalo coming off a Chicago win 3-2. Washington on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a Columbus win. They're starting to play pretty well right now. Buffalo is just 4-10 straight up against Washington here. And yeah, they've definitely struggled against Washington. 1-3 in their last 4, haven't played that well. Washington, I'm liking what I've seen from Washington here, and they've been playing well here. Sabres haven't been that great on the road. Take a shot with Washington at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Blackhawks versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. Columbus opening up as home favorites at -145. Chicago +120 with the over-under at 6.5. Chicago coming into this matchup 5-11. Columbus 4-11-4. Head-to-head, Chicago 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Chicago on a 4-game losing streak right now. Columbus, they're on a 9-game losing streak. It's been a horrible run for Columbus. You can almost pretty much bet against Columbus every time. It's been pretty profitable this season. Chicago 7-2 against Columbus. 7-1 on the road against Columbus here. Gonna have Peter Mrazek starting in goal for Chicago. Yeah, honestly, Chicago getting this pretty decent underdog money on the road with how dominant they've been and how bad Columbus has been. Give me a shot with Chicago +1.5 on the road, and they're a good money line play as well today. Next matchup, we got the Edmonton Oilers versus the Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina opening up as home favorites at -140. Edmonton +120 with the over-under at 6.5. Edmonton coming into this matchup 5-11-1. Carolina 10-7. Head-to-head, Carolina 7-2-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries here. Edmonton on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Florida loss. Carolina coming off a Pittsburgh win. Edmonton 2-6 against Carolina. 2-6 on the road against Carolina. They've really struggled against the Hurricanes. Hurricanes playing well. They've been very good at home, especially against Edmonton. I think I got to give the edge here to the Hurricanes at home. Next matchup, we got the New York Rangers versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. Rangers opening up as road favorites at -115. The Penguins -105 with the over-under at 6. Rangers coming into this matchup 12-3-1. The Penguins 9-8. Head-to-head, the Rangers 6-3-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Rangers coming off that tough Dallas loss, losing 6-3. Pitt coming off a big Vegas win 3-0. They definitely needed a win like that. Rangers, they've been very good head-to-head. They're 5-2 against Pitt, but 2-9 on the road against Pittsburgh here. So they've really struggled on the road against Pitt for a long time. And that's probably the best thing Pitt has going for them. They've been dominant against the Rangers here at home. Yeah, not in love with what I saw from the Rangers last game here. Pitt, still a good team. I'm going to take a shot with the Penguins +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the New Jersey Devils versus the Detroit Red Wings. Devils opening up as road favorites at -150. Detroit +130 with the over-under at 6.5. Devils coming into this matchup 8-7-1. Detroit 8-6-3. Head-to-head, the Devils are 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Devils coming off a Rangers loss. Detroit on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Toronto loss. The Devils 7-13 on the road against Detroit, so they've really had their struggles on the road against Detroit here. I mean, both teams are pretty even as it comes here, and I'm gonna take the team that's just better head-to-head or better at home, and the team that hasn't struggled. Give me Detroit +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Winnipeg Jets versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay opening up as slight home favorites at -115. Winnipeg -105 with the over-under at 6.5. Winnipeg coming into this matchup 10-5-2. The Lightning 9-6-4. Head-to-head, Winnipeg 6-3-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Winnipeg's hot right now. They're 6-1 in their last 7. Coming off a big Arizona win. Tampa Bay on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a big Boston win. And Winnipeg, they've been very good head-to-head. They're 6-3 against Tampa Bay. Yeah, I don't know. Winnipeg, I think they're a good underdog today. Pretty even matchup. Both teams coming into this on a 3-game winning streak here. I see this as a winnable game for the Jets on the road, so I'm going to take Winnipeg +1.5 here. All right, next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Flyers versus the New York Islanders. Islanders opening up as home favorites at -145. The Flyers +120 with the over-under at 6. Flyers coming into this matchup 10-7-1. The Islanders 6-6-5. Head-to-head, the Islanders 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. The Flyers, I mean, they're hot. They're on a 5-game winning streak. They're playing very well right now. Islanders 2-8 in their last 10, coming off a Calgary win, ending their what, like 7-game losing streak. I mean, they were on a bad stretch here. The reason why you're seeing like Flyers, obviously the better team, they're 0-7 on the road against the Islanders, 2-11 against the Islanders. That's why you got to look and see these lines, find the real stats. Islanders haven't played well, but they've been very dominant against the Flyers here. Not sure what to make of that. I mean, 1-6 at home. This Islanders team has just been awful. And Flyers are hot. I don't know. I love going against the numbers here. And I just think Flyers are a great underdog. They're hot coming into this. Islanders playing poorly at home. Yeah, give me Flyers +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Calgary Flames versus the Nashville Predators. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 6. Calgary coming into this matchup 7-8-3. Nashville 7-10. Head-to-head, Nashville 7-1-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Calgary coming off a Seattle win. They did beat Nashville 4-2 in their last meeting a few weeks ago. Nashville on a 2-game winning streak coming off a Colorado win. Calgary 2-7 against Nashville, but they are 9-4 on the road against Nashville, so they've been good on the road there. Both teams, I don't know, this is a pretty even matchup right here. That's why you're getting a pick'em scenario. I like the fact that Calgary's been good on the road against Nashville. That definitely helps in a pick'em scenario. And they beat them last time head-to-head. I think I'm gonna take a shot with the Flames on the road. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Blues versus the Arizona Coyotes. Arizona opening up as home favorites at -125. St. Louis plus 105 with the over-under at 6.5. Blues coming into this matchup 9-7-1. Arizona 8-8-2. Head-to-head, Arizona 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. St. Louis coming off an Anaheim win. They did beat Arizona in their last meeting 2-1 a few weeks ago. Arizona on a 2-game losing streak, coming off an LA loss. St. Louis 13-7 on the road against Arizona, so they've had success against Arizona here on the road. And I think they're another good underdog today. And I'm going to take a shot with the Blues plus 1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Dallas Stars. Dallas opening up as home favorites at -135. Vegas plus 115 with the over-under at 6. Vegas coming into this matchup 13-4-2. Dallas 12-4-1. Head-to-head, Vegas 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Vegas on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a pit loss. Dallas coming off a Rangers win. Dallas is playing very well. They're 5-1 in their last 6. Vegas is good head-to-head, though. They're 5-2 against Dallas here. And we're getting 2 Goliaths tonight. Going to be an absolute battle. You know, Dallas coming off a big Rangers win. They've been able to beat some of the good teams coming off a Rangers win. Did lose to Colorado, though. Did lose to Bruins. So, you know, they have had their losses to some of the elite teams so far, and Vancouver as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a shot with Vegas plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Montreal Canadiens versus the Anaheim Ducks. Ducks opening up as home favorites at -125. Montreal plus 105 with the over-under at 6.5. Montreal coming into this matchup 7-9-2. Anaheim 9-9. Head-to-head, Anaheim 6-3-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Montreal on a 4-game losing streak, coming off a Bruins loss. Anaheim on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a St. Louis loss. So yeah, both teams struggling on a losing streak. Montreal 1-5 against Anaheim. They're 0-7 on the road against Anaheim here, where they've really been bad. I think I'm going to have to roll and take a shot with the Ducks at home. Next matchup, we got the San Jose Sharks versus the Seattle Kraken. Kraken opening up as big home favorites at -300. San Jose plus 240 with the over-under at 6. Sharks coming into this matchup 3-14-1. Kraken 7-8-5. Head-to-head, Seattle 5-2 in the last 7 head-to-head meetings. San Jose coming off a Vancouver loss. Seattle coming off a Calgary loss. But San Jose, I mean, we don't got us. They're 2-5 against Seattle. They're 2-13 against the Western Conference. I mean, we know how bad San Jose is. I mean, they're horrible. And I don't know. I mean, if you want to take San Jose, go ahead. They're going to be big underdogs pretty much every game. I don't know. I'm just not going to do it. Give me Kraken at home. Then the last matchup, we got the Vancouver Canucks versus the Colorado Avalanche. Colorado opening up as home favorites at -170. Vancouver plus 145 with the over-under at 6.5. Vancouver coming into this matchup 13-5-1. Colorado 11-6. Head-to-head, Vancouver 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Vancouver coming off a San Jose win. Colorado coming off a Nashville loss. Vancouver, they've been good against Colorado. 7-3 on the road against Colorado here. I see this as another winnable game for Vancouver on the road. Yeah, I'm going to take a shot at Vancouver plus 1.5 here. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.